What's up, guys? Powerbang here, and I'm bringing you guys a very exciting update of something that we basically talked about already as part of the first part of the round of sneak peeks, and that is the friendly challenge. Now, you guys may have remembered that video. It was quite popular, and I don't think it was for the right reasons. A lot of people were very keenly interested to see how that story developed, and it was met with a lot of harsh criticism as we rolled that feature out to the community across YouTube. Now, that criticism was deserved, in my opinion. There was a lot of holes in that feature, especially when it came to the high-level war community and the ability to basically exploit that feature so that you could endlessly practice your opponent's bases in the friendly challenge feature and come up with that perfect 3-star strategy and then do it for real in the real battle. Now, that is not what we want. We want the ability to practice, building bases, to test those bases out. We want the ability to practice our attacking, see what we could do differently on certain bases. That is all things that we wanted. We did not want that to come at the expense of having fair and balanced wars that actually use skill as a measure of determining the victor. So, that all being said, I'm going to play an attack from our most recent war with WHF2 in the background. We've got myself versus Jono. This is a fresh hit, and we will watch exactly what one of those scouting processes look like and the subsequent execution of the attack. Now, that being said, let's get into the meat and potatoes of today, guys. We've got updates to the friendly challenge. First off, Supercell thanks you dearly for the feedback. It's because of you guys speaking out on YouTube channels like mine, on Twitter, on the forums. They get all of this feedback, whether it's good or bad. They internalize it. They figure out if they need to make tweaks based off of what the community and their customers are wanting. Now, they heard you loud and clear. They agreed with you, most importantly, and they've made some changes to the friendly challenge feature, and I'm going to cover those right now. Now, to address the concerns that everyone had, layouts modified within the last 24 hours will not be available. That means that there will essentially be a cooldown applied to layouts that have been modified in the last 24 hours. Now, this applies to Town Hall 9 and above. So basically what that means, guys, is as war starts to get a little bit more serious and competitive at the Town Hall 9 level, where it's basically no longer a given that you're going to 3-star the base, that is when the friendly challenge feature is restricted, and you may only, use a base in your practice mode after it has been designed for 24 hours. Now, what about the 48 hours that you have for war, basically? What about the 23 hours for prep day and, the subsequent 24 hours for battle day? Won't people still have time to go ahead and take out, your base design, put it in the friendly challenge, and practice up? The answer is no, because there are some new changes also coming to the war preparation day. In order to make the layout cool down 24 hours, we are also going to change how scouting works on preparation day. After the update, you will no longer be able to view an opponent's war base layout during prep day. Instead, scouting will show the active village layout. This way, players can still get a good sense for the strength of war bases they are facing, but they can't copy the exact layouts for practice. So, you're going to be able to see essentially their farm base. You're going to be able to see their defense levels, heroes levels, wall levels, all that good stuff. But the layouts, you're just not going to be able to see it until battle day goes live. Now, for me, that is welcomed on so many levels. As a clan leader, as somebody that, is in the high-level war scene, who wants to set troll bases and fake bases and have to try to set alarms to remember to change those? I know you guys know the drill that are out there in those top-level clans. And how many times have you set those troll bases only to forget and basically gift your opponent a 3-star? I don't know about you guys, but we've done it several times, including in some very, very big arranged wars where we wish that would have never happened. Well, now that's a thing of the past. Prep day will no longer show your opponent's war bases. It will only be viewable on battle day. Now, again, guys, the layout cooldown of 24 hours is Town Hall 9 and above. So Town Hall 8 and lower are not restricted in any fashion. They can whip up a base, put it up, and they can go ahead and get into that friendly challenge mode immediately on the newly designed base. So, that being said, why do we do this, they say? Without this change to scouting the friendly challenge cooldown, would have to be 48 hours to prevent any possibility of war practice. Now, I agree with the fact they went with the 24 hours, because if you're going to include a feature into the game, you really don't want to make it unusable for more than a quarter of the week. That just would not be smart, and I feel like it would be at a very big detriment to the casual player of the game, which does, unfortunately, not unfortunately, but it does make up the majority. There is no reason that the casuals out there should not be able to enjoy this feature for a different reason than somebody in the war community might enjoy this feature. So, very, very smart move here, adjusting the parameters of this utility, the friendly challenge, to only have a 24-hour cooldown from Town Hall 9 and above, and also the change to Prep Day, where you can only view your opponent's bases now after War Day or Battle Day has gone live. So that is huge feedback, guys. Bravo to you as the community. It's going to preserve attacks like this one that you saw here in my raid. This was a fresh hit, first time I'd ever seen the base. I was able to 3-star it, and it turned out to be the only Town Hall 10 triple from our side during this war. You know, had we had the ability to practice, I guarantee you that there would have been a lot more Town Hall 10 triples, and that may or may not be indicative of skill, but practice. So, bravo, Supercell. The right move was made. Bravo to the community for giving the feedback. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Hit that like button, especially important for this video if you do agree with these changes, guys. I'm stoked about it. That makes this update all the more exciting for me. So many cool things coming. You're going to see some more sneak peeks tomorrow, guys. This is Powerbang. I'm signing out till next time. Take care.